After eons of tyranny, the demon god Adir was finally overthrown by humanity. Though fear of his terrible power endured. And so was formed the hallowed Sentinels. Our duty being to stand vigil for signs of his return. Even exile to another realm could not silence the fallen god forever. And in time, Adir's malignant influence pervaded the world once more. In his hunger for vengeance, Adir orchestrated the return of his demonic army. Light was swallowed by shadow, and with it, hope. A new, grim champion arises. The Dark Crusader. And perhaps it will indeed come to pass that only they who shun the light in order to fight the darkness possess the power to defy a god.
Lo, the latest receiver of his grace. Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aureus' wisdom guide my hand in the bestowment of this subsequent boon. Your flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders. Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge. Our work is of the greatest import.
always wondered if there were others. You're probably thinking that lamp's just a tool to be used as you see fit. Take it lightly, and you'll find it's the other way around. I don't know who you are, but since it seems Adir has you making you a bigger threat, I've defied the wills of gods and kings. If you'd know any kind of fruit, if you'd know any...
Sentinel! To the cliff! Fall back! Fall back!
No! Wait! Where are you going? Help us!
You carry the lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this. I've given you more umbral guidance than I ever had. From now on, find your own way, and stay out of mine. I've given you more from now on.
Holy Aureus, by your radiance, grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters, so we may walk it together, and to strike down all those who would see our will defied. Even as our suffering continued, I honored my pledge of patience to the exactor. And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, bearing what was not yours to receive. A betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot brook. Brothers and sisters, you honor us and all who came before you with your sacrifices. While I wish they were unnecessary, my wishes will not ease your suffering, but I pray my sorcery does.
Welcome, Dark Crusader. I had no doubt in my assessment of you, as one worthy of the monumental task which lies before us, Crusader. My name is Dunmire, and I am an exactor of the Dark Crusaders, the holy order of which you are now an honored member. The Church of Orient Radiance has assigned to me the duty of purging Mornstead of its Rogar blight, and ensuring the ancient tyrant Adir knows no liberation from his enduring imprisonment. While the schism between the Church and Judge Cleric is of long standing, she and her hallowed sentinels, now perverted, did at least construct Mornstead's radiant beacons, which have prevented Adir's return for centuries. But now, we stand corrupted, and on the verge of collapse. It is to these 5 beacons you must turn your eye. Use the umbral lamp to cleanse them of Adir's destructive influence, and deliver salvation to a world on the brink of perdition. Rogar and Hallowed Sentinel alike will offer you no quarter, so remember, though Aureus' mercy is without limit, yours should not be. You serve a higher to strive in darkness, in light we walk.
By Aureus' divine will, I live again. It's a miracle. And to think I raised my sword to you, when all along you were a divine instrument sent by him to deliver my death and rebirth, and bring clarity. Forgive me, Lampbearer. I'm Pietà, of the Hallowed Sentinels. And as Aureus sustains me, so too will I sustain you. Whether by making manifest your potential or through my healing blood, contained within the sanguinarics you carry. Should you find any saintly quintessences, bring them to me, and they can bolster the power of my blood further still. The beacons must be cleansed, the Hallowed Sentinels restored, and Adir's malignancy eradicated. Through whatever is to come, fellow chosen of Aureus, we stand together in service of him. The beacons must be cleansed, and Adir's fellow chosen.
So the Exactors found himself a new instrument. As Exactors are wont to do. And given that lamp was intended for me should his paladin fall, and yet now here you are, Lamp-bearer. Well, it seems I was right to doubt the value of a Dark Crusader's word. I'm Stoneman, captain of the Fidelis, a group of good men and women who've made a stand against the madness which has possessed the rest of the Hallowed Sentinels. We made a vow to restore our order to its former glory, whatever the cost to ourselves. And by Judge Cleric's grace, we'll honor that vow. That heretical umbral lamp and the Dark Crusaders are necessary evils in these dire times, as are you, it would seem. Perhaps our aims will align further. Or perhaps not. That as are you.
Look at you, a Dark Crusader, a Lamp-bearer, and a Revenant to boot. Aren't you the multifaceted one? Well, we Fidelis aren't as fortunate. We tend to stay dead when we die. And Aureus knows enough. Anyway, like Nathaniel says, you keep looking back, you don't see the blade coming at your front. We set ourselves a task, and we have... Best watch your step out there. Mornstead is a land... Best watch your... Mornstead...
That lamp you've got there is heresy, stranger. But then, seems it's getting harder to tell what is and what ain't nowadays. Strange times. But in the end, I hope for both our sake, if in doubt, much as he might think otherwise. If in doubt, much as he might think otherwise.
The lamp must be born until the favored child makes themselves known. Only then can the remaining carrion of creation finally return. The lamp only then.
That's it, isn't it? Oh, the Lamp of Immortality. And the genuine article.
Not a useless, empty vessel like the one I saw that witless fool bumbling around with. I've learned a little since coming to Mornstead. About that lamp and the off. I hope you recognize truth. Of course, some people are born. My name is Andreas of Ebb, but far more than that, as proven by my family. That's right. Who defied that only to be betrayed. So you'll understand. While and give me the lamp. No? It saddens me. I hope you see my offers, after all. My offers, after all.
Careful, if you're headed for Pilgrim's Perch, friend. The hallowed sentinel who's crossed countless miles. All I wanted was to... But they deemed me. What's a poor, rejected disciple to do? I gave away more, but... I know, it doesn't look like much. It's a harsh wind that... But a tree that doesn't... It's a harsh... But a tree that doesn't...
Representatives of the Holy Church cleric. My soul soars to see.
Hold your tongue, pilgrim. And don't...
The cleric's welcome comes behind the edge of a sentinel's blade, more often than not in this place. Makes me curious how you're still breathing. I suppose dangling the promise of salvation from one hand and the threat of death from the other keeps a pill. No, on second look, you know, not long ago. Now it's in your hands. I know they'd see you don't. There's salvation, but you won't find it in them. But you won't find.
Another lamp bearer. Aye. So it goes. Should you end up, I'll tend to it. As I do. For whatever it's worth. And until I'm in the ground myself. The Hallowed Sentinels and Rogar will both show you horror, but nothing like what... And remember, mind yourself. You're on a treacherous... Mind yourself. You're on a...
sentinels and their damn bells. Insult to Gerlinder's skills. So, you're not another of these... That key. No one gets the better of Gerlinder, finally.
You made a slave of me.
You don't count. Doing an old... Doing an...
So, you're starting to see butchers and madmen, a lot of them. Idea, restoring order to this broken world. Fucking name's Damarones. It takes ideas got no to cut them down. It takes ideas got cut them down. It takes ideas cut them down.